Hi, guys, and welcome. This is another episode. If you're watching me for the first time, this is Dr. Latifa, aka Money Fit MD. I'm so glad you're here. I am a physician and I'm also a money coach. And what that means is that I help women physicians like you and I get our money right. So, today I'm going to be talking about the lies we're telling ourselves about analysis paralysis. And I use the word lie intentionally, not because it's a lie, but because sometimes using a word that's shocking, like a lie, is going to remind you to be aware next time you use the word. So, what exactly is analysis paralysis? This week, recently, depending on when you watch this video, recently I was speaking with a physician, a woman physician, and she told me that she'd been thinking about investing in real estate. She spent a lot of time reading about it, learning, reading blogs about it and articles about it. And she said, I feel like I already have a lot of information, but I have analysis paralysis. And, I sort of stopped, right? And I said, what does that mean? You have analysis paralysis. She's like, I know I already have a lot of information, and there's a good chance that I could probably do it. However, I have more questions and more questions, and it's just, I have analysis paralysis. Okay. So that's what prompted this. And if you're a human, you probably may have had episodes where you had what we'd call analysis paralysis. And the thing is, I've noticed that it's very common amongst us physicians. Why is that? Why is that important? So most times when we're trying to do things in the financial world, you're trying to grow your wealth, you're trying to make decisions, you're trying to invest in family, you're trying to do whatever it is you want to do, right? You have that thought that I'm not as ready as I could be. And a lot of times what happens is we tell ourselves we have analysis paralysis, when in fact, what I found is that analysis paralysis is actually another term that is more socially acceptable for us to say, I have fear and uncertainty. Listen, it is not unjustified. In fact, there is a real reason why. So we've gone through all this training as physicians. We've gone through years and years of formal education. We've been trained to consider all potential options, right? We talk about the risk benefit analysis. We have to make sure that there's no surprises. You have a plan A, you have a plan B, you have a plan C. However, these things are great in medicine, but when it comes to finances, when it comes to making decisions, it actually does affect how we're able to make decisions. So what ends up happening is that we're overqualified and we still think we're underprepared, while the rest of the world that are super duper underqualified are there making decisions, making changes, and growing their wealth, while we're here trying to get ready with the information that we think we need. Okay. So the thing is, I want to make sure I emphasize that, because when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to investing, when it comes to making decisions on a course you want to take, on a product you want to design, on asking a question, anytime you think I have analysis paralysis, I want you to just take a pause and think for a moment. Is this analysis paralysis, or is there actually fear hiding behind this decision? And the reason why that's important is this. If we keep using labels and lingos like analysis paralysis, it sounds justifiable. We're like, yeah, it's normal to have analysis paralysis. But what I actually encourage people to do is that I encourage people to say exactly what they mean when they're saying analysis paralysis. So instead of hiding behind a label, if you're trying to make a decision and you're like, I really want to invest in this stuff. However, I have fear of the fact that I may lose money, right? I have fear that I may not show up. I have fear that I may not be able to take the actions that I needed. I have fear that I may be underqualified or underprepared for this. And then when you break it down like that, you can now actually answer the question. So what is it that you need to create the results that you want to create? Do you actually need more information? Do you need to work on your belief? Is it really an action step, or is it really a belief problem? Because most times as physicians, again, we want to be prepared, but what that ends up in is overqualified, right? And we're failure to launch, right? Because we have so much fear of launching under this label of analysis paralysis, right? So this is something that may be affecting you. maybe affecting your job, maybe affecting your relationships, maybe affecting a course that you want to take, a product you want to design, whatever it is, an investment you want to make. So next time that comes up, I want you to consider, right, replacing the actual term analysis paralysis with the exact thing that you are actually feeling. Okay, again, instead of using analysis paralysis, I want you to use the term for the word to describe exactly what you're feeling. Because when we do, then we can now get to the bottom line of how can we now solve this problem. And that is how growth happens. That's how change happens. That's how you prep and are able to move forward towards the goal that you want to create. Okay, so that's a pretty short video, but again, that's all I have for you in analysis paralysis. And I'd like to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Is that really a thing, analysis paralysis? Or, like I said earlier, is it just a socially accepted or acceptable way of describing the fact that I have fear of whatever it is that I need to do? All right, you guys have a great rest of the week. And as always, if there's any way I can be a part of your journey, moneyfeedmd@gmail.com. Bye bye.